We are going to use if and else if statements to make a circle change color after a certain number of times the draw method has been counted. So to do this, we're going to need a counter variable to count how many times the draw method has been called. We're going to call it I, and it's an integer variable. And then here at the bottom, I'm going to add my algebraic equation. So the counter variable is always counting up. So it counts up once each time draw is called. And draw is called about 60 times each second. So 60 times through draw, 60 calls of draw happen in about 1 second. I'm also down here at the bottom, I'm going to draw our shape, our ellipse. So I'm going to say ellipse, I'll just put it in the center and make it 100 by 100. So the first conditional statement should be just a plain old if statement. So I'm going to say if our counter variable is less than 60, so it'll, for times 0 through 59, and I is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 59, this condition will be true. And in there we'll put our first fill. So I don't need to say red, 255, 0, 0. When I has a value of 0 to 59, this first condition will be true, and that will be the fill that applies to the ellipse because it'll be the one that comes before it. Our second condition, we're going to write an else if, because we're talking about different values of the same variable. So I'm going to say if we don't want to say just greater than 60 because then you haven't accounted for the actual value of 60. We're going to say greater or equal to 60. So this conditional will be true when I has a value of 60, when it's equal to 60. And then we want to say when this conditional should stop being true. So I'm going to use and I is less than 120. So from I values 60 to 119, this conditional will be true, and we'll give it a different fill. I'll make this one green. And then finally, I should probably label these. So I is 0 to 59. I is 60 through 119. So the second 60 times through draw, the second 60 times the method draw is called. And then finally I'm going to say else if I is greater than 120, no, greater or equal to 120. Again, if I just say greater than 120, we have not considered the value of 120. We want to make sure we consider all possible values of I. I'm going to say fill 0, 0, 255. So that's blue. So comment if I is greater or equal to 120. So this will be true for forever because I will continue to count up as long as this program is running.